Do we get a hat?
Get a hat.
Yeah, I shot you with your hat on.
You what? You needed one of those.
Hey.
You needed one of those.
What hat? The problem, if you're going to fold me down, we will sit to the left hand side on the way down. That's English, man.
That's big down. It's slippy, isn't it? What's your feet on that one?
God. Even the bar's slippy. I don't like this.
Not too close,
I think an escalator would work better here. Been a bit, mate.
Scott's a little bit scared. Come on, Scott. You don't like Stan Laurel going down there with that hat on.
I disagree with you. I'm not a little bit scared. I'm fucking petrified. I think my biggest worry is we've got to come back up at the end of it. Oh no, I don't like this bit. How many did he say? 100 and how many?
65.
Bloody hell. I think I'm up to 70.
I have to start again now.
I should have my flashlight on while I'm filming, shouldn't I? Because
You can see all the bricks, like you do a bridge, and all these big ones as well. These huge ones, like bricks.
look at the scrape marks in that.
That's just fair.
That was me coming down last time.
Fair enough.
You've never been on?
I think something you might
Yeah.
have done while you were here.
I did this cement these big ones to the roof, like, you know, if you look carefully, you see all the cement in.
Yeah.
But these are big jobs that have been bought there. How have they managed that? Whereas, I understand they make these little bricks here where they've put them up there.
Yeah.
They've also done big ones, which just seems a bit.
Unless it's to secure it because it's loose above it.
They have to get them big ones in place, though, don't they?
It's quite a feat.
It is quite a feat. Considering they struggle to move stuff nowadays, you look at the size of that, and you can see.
Or could it be loose? That could it have been stuff that was going loose that they secured? Well, I don't know.
That wouldn't inspire you with confidence. When you look at the crack, it's fractional there, isn't it?
Yes, so feel free to make your way towards you there. Yes, that call. Yeah, so if you want to sit on this bench here, just facing down that way, so facing towards the stairs. We'll start on this bench. Cheers. So anyway, behind that now, that's fine,
Do you know what's really weird? I've never been here before, but I feel like I have. But I know I haven't. I've been to Blue John, I've never been on this boat.
It says Scott was there on the side.
It feels dead familiar.
Should we be facing the other way? I'm not sure. Should I have warned you that I get seasick? No, maybe not.
Yes, so once again, welcome to Speedwell Cabin. And again, my name's Callum, and I'll be your tour guide. So unfortunately, we are actually going to have to go through a little bit more health and safety first before we start.
Boo!
You probably noticed just in front of me, first 50 or so yards are quite low. Just mind your heads on the way through that bit there. Also, I will start the tour after we've been through that bit, just so I don't bang my head either. As well as that, there is actually one more low part to the tour. It is a lot further on down the tunnel. It's a lot, not far. Just mind your heads on the way through that bit there. I will point it out to you as well, just before we get there. And one final thing, probably the most important thing really, all the way down, we do go from side to side, just like that, which means that we do bang off the sides quite a lot. Just unfortunately, steer these boats down here, just keep your hands inside that white window, so ensure we're good with that one there. Normally we do have 21 people per boat because we get quite squashed there, it becomes more of a problem, so today we should all be fine. So, any questions before we set up down the tunnel now? No? It's always a good start. Just 1 second, I'm just going to radio them, let me know when we set it up. I hope the boats will drift too far. Can't lose you yet.
It's like a real Valhalla. You know the Valhalla you go on in Blackpool? No. Have you never been on that? It's a really good ride actually, but it's a log flume in a camp inside this mountain built thing. But it goes backwards as you go up. It goes up the initial climb, and as you get up to the top, it just feels like it's just floating out of control and drifting towards this cliff thing that drops down here. And you think, what's going on here? And it bounces off that and goes backwards, and then and you're like, what the has it gone wrong?
So as I said, do mind your head to this first bit. As well.
Duck. Oh wow. Watch that brick. I didn't realise we'd be mining as we was going.
There we go. It's a little bit better through here. Not much, just a little bit. So, where we are now is what remains of an 18th century lead mine. So work started down here in 1774 and it carried on for 20 years until it came to an end in 1794. And the reason the lifespan was so short is it was actually a massive financial disaster. They put just over £14,000 into this place, with only about £3,000 return. So in today's money, that is more like a loss of just over £8.5 million. And as you can probably imagine, they weren't best pleased with the result. Now they found 3 veins of lead in this tunnel. 3. The first of these veins of lead is coming up on our left hand side, just before this next light on the wall. So I will slow the boat down there as we go past it, just so you can see it. It's just coming up here. Just get us up to that now. Yeah, so just here to the left of us, if you have a quick look in there on your way past, you'll notice it does go back for just over 50 metres and took about 18 months to dig out. It's just in there. probably tell by the size of it, it wouldn't have been a fully grown man that works down there. So it's actually called the Little Winster Vein, and that's after a boy who works down here called Winster. And Winster started work down here at just 7 years old. So at 7 years old, Winster would work 14 hours a day for 6 days a week, and he'd also work 13 hours on a Sunday when he was allowed an hour off the church. And for all that work, he would get paid the grand total of 2 pence per week, which is around £5 in today's money. So it's so slightly more than I earn. Terrible. So in a moment's time, we'll actually be able to hear and see another boat on its way towards us. And as you've probably already noticed, we are in a very large boat in a very narrow tunnel. So any idea what we're going to do? Not bad. Well, the reason I'm asking you is actually my first day down here. I'm joking. So luckily we have a lay-by coming up just now right on the sides in a moment's time. It's called the Halfway House, and it is called the Halfway House after the man his favourite club in the area, also called the Halfway House. We're going to pull into there, the other group's going to pull past us, we'll reverse out, then we'll carry on down towards the cabin. Unfortunately, it isn't that easy, because in there, it is the lowest part of the tour, I warned you about before. It's also the narrowest part of the tour, so you have to mind your heads on the way into there, and it does actually involve some pretty hefty bang with the wall as well, just to get into there as well. So let's brace yourself for those. And one more thing, there isn't actually that much to see in there either. Hopefully, the other boat shouldn't be too long, maybe 4 or 5 minutes from towards a lot faster than the boat needs on. And once they've come past, we'll reverse out, of course, and carry on to the cabin. So just bear with me now. Here's the halfway house. Just mind your heads on the things to do.
Ow!
My fault. I actually just missed the rubber buffer position there. Take it back. Walk straight into the wall. Sorry about that.
My phone.
Yes, there'll be another little phone here. And mine gets the way you can sit.
Should have used my gimbal. Oh, that is low. That's...
Almost full of water when you were working. It's originally there's only about 6 inches back here, well down here. They use that as a spirit level to get the tunnel straight all the way down. When they got through to the cabin, then all that water drained out. You'll see when you get down there. There's a platform there now, but originally there would have been a 40-metre drop from the bottom. That 6 inches drained down, and some police they found it flew back. So what they did was to keep that 6 inches in, to make the tunnel the same as it's directly opposite another side of the cabin. Or an aqueduct about a metre deep to carry on tunnel the other way. They got up to about 250 metres then, and what it leads on to is just under 25 miles of natural cave system Massive down there, say, huge place, 6 hours in there, it's anything to do that way. But unfortunately, when flooded into, say unfortunately, we were going to flood it anyway, but at the time, we were prepared for it. It was a route that the rainwater took, so then diverted the rainwater within these some states, about a metre, same like that, so that's just due to the actual depth of the dam. So they weren't prepared for the water straight, they would have watched it working dead down here as well. And as I say, they were all losing money, so that part of the coffee reel. Just time to stop the work now. What the original plan for this place was, because the reason why it's not really dead. I don't.
Alright, Colin.
Yeah, I'm right.
Alright, if you didn't know, we're actually a bit of celebrity today with Colin. He recently starred on a TV episode of Embarrassing Bodies. But make sure you get your autograph notes. So you Colin.
Not seen that
Friends like that,
and some brickwork to either side of us. Very interesting. Imagine that there isn't 250 years old, it's actually quite recent. But what's behind that? Christ and all brickwork. It's actually the second vein of lead that they found in this tunnel. It's called the Longcliff Vein, after the hill that sits above us now. And it does get half a mile up each side to the surface. And we actually found £2,500 out of the £3,000 of lead in this whole tunnel, just in that vein there. So it really was the most successful one. And the reason I was rinsed recently, it's because all sorts of stuff used to wash down here, like sand, silt, rubble, stuff like that. And it used to block the tunnel, so they couldn't put stores and also, this is the true story by the way, about 9 months ago now, just before that was ripped up there, there was actually a case of 2 sheep walking off those tunnels. That's our experience. It was the easiest job. Into the boat. Just accept the surface. That's definitely different, isn't it? So, back entrance. Has anyone got any questions so far?
I'm from a jacket. You make
So, the ceiling now, you'll notice these semi-cylindrical running along the roof. See this? And the holes, just the stars. So what those are, glass tunnels. So these are 2 men down here. One man with a 15-pound sledgehammer, the other man with a chisel. And they've got 20 holes in the wall, which would take them 4 days to do so. And once they put those holes in the wall, they would then set the boy down between the ages of 7 and 12 to fill those holes full of gunpowder. And that very same one to light the fuse. And once you light that fuse, you then have a full 30 seconds to run as fast as he can back to the halfway house. And if he did make those 30 seconds, you would have been joined by 70 to 80 miles an hour offline time starts.
Hang on a minute. So, what he's saying here is they got 7-year-old boys to handle the dynamite, even though previously the roof part was dug out by 2 fully grown men with a chisel and a sledgehammer. But they employed small children to plant the dynamite, light the fuse. They would then have 30 seconds to run back and get out the way of the blast. I'm sorry, but I've got a real hard time in believing that, because you would not firstly have a child handling the explosives. Not even back then. It's not a health and safety issue, it's just a common sense issue. But then to give them only a fuse long enough for 30 seconds, you would just use a longer fuse. The fuse would go all the way back to the halfway house, to the safety zone. You would light it from there and you would already be in safety. I mean, this is what I mean by when I say history's fake. The stories that they bring through are just not believable, and yet most people do just believe it without question. Let's carry on down the tunnel. Sorry about the noise in this bit. There was a real draft coming up, the wind, and with the boat banging about, it has made the sound quality really bad. I've tried to clean it up, but this is the best I can do, I'm afraid.
Now, you probably have to happen to those balls, and many of the miners got there. But it will come up with that a little bit on. Because, as you can probably see, just in front of me now, we are approaching the cabin itself. And when we get to the cabin, I'm going to bring this boat to a stop and secure it so you can jump off safely. And get back to you all, unfortunately. I'm going to say the door about it. Open it up. And what's in there? Take a photo of what we do. Have a look around, so I'll tell you about it first. Just bear with me now. Okay. Here we are.
Get a bit just this cold.
There we go. Next, feel free to jump off there.
One at a time,
Is there a cafe in here, mate? You've missed an opportunity there, you know.
A few bags of crystal hidden around the place myself.
What's above me there? Cheers! Oh no. That is very high up.
Yes, so welcome to Cardiff. So, we found this place, completely by accident, just blasting through. They got the photo there. And as you can probably imagine, you would believe it when you first found this place. It was the first discovery of its size, of its kind in the local area. Unfortunately though, they only found one of it, lying here. Just up there, about 200 pounds is like the ground there, so not very much at all. You can see the little ladders that these use to get down to it.
Bloody hell.
Bear in mind, the floor was for now, it didn't exist back then. There was no 40 metre drop below us. So they go out the entrance over there, and you can actually see where the chimney along the walls. There's no ropes. You get two ladders. Do it up or down. And it's about like two. And just over there down there, what down there is a 250 metre swell. And it's nicknamed the bottom of this. Now, I will tell you more about the bottom set on the way back to the and this is here, to the right hand side of where we are now. That goes back about 250 metres, leads on to 25 miles then, and that's what takes to 10 miles from there to halfway house. There is some examples on the board over there. So if you have any questions now, feel free to ask this. I'm just going to stand over here.
Who put the lights in down there?
I'm not sure. It's quite good going down there. Most regular time going on there now is a bit hard, so once every 2 weeks.
Did it actually go down?
Oh yeah, we do it all the time now, so it's good fun.
Wow.
Slow yourself down over the edge, just get a wet tip and just swim across the edge, get the heart, it's not my job.
Bloody hell. Are there any jobs going? Not until the next accident.
Didn't talk about those.
Is it a dangerous place to work?
Huh?
Is it a dangerous place to work?
No, I don't think so. I've done it for a bit now, not too long, but I've never heard of any accidents up and down here. Over a year I've been here now, but been part-time. But obviously, even the cages we do on the day for cages, there's never any injuries accidents to them, so quite safe now to be honest.
Wow.
So we tell you all in here.
There's 15 bodies down there, right? But nobody knew they were here. Bit chilly, isn't it? Well, I had this daft idea that it would be warm. Caves were warm. I don't know. I'm sure that's what they told me at Blue John Mines before it became Blue John Cavern. But maybe the cavern's cold.
Yes, you may well notice that it's a little bit cold on the way back. A bit of breeze coming towards us. And if you remember the bellows of our hotel here. So, that's just what you want. 20 years down here. And that's without moving. And without that moving whatsoever. That gas to have any effect on it at all. And there is actually a tour guide who's been working His name's Phil. And all I'm going to say is that the signs aren't promising.
Before you show us.
Yeah, feel free to jump off there. Thank you very much.
Nice one, cheers mate.
Well guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the premiere, unless you're watching it later. Join me tomorrow when me and MA are out. It's actually later on the same day that we did this. And we discovered an ancient prehistoric site. This has never been documented anywhere. What you'll see tomorrow is our initial visit. We are going to go back.